Hello everyone and welcome back to Why Not Tuesdays. I know it's been a bit of a hiatus here. That's been for a couple different reasons. One is because, same reason as always, I didn't have a whole lot to talk about because I was just doing the same old for a while. And then Million Dollar Quartet finally closed on February 18th. And since then I've just kind of been lying low. I've been busy with a bunch of other things to do, but I've just kind of been also trying to take some time to relax. So now I'm finally getting around to doing a new one of these update videos. The run was fantastic. We went on for 9 months. The producer said that we sold something like 1.5 million tickets over the whole run, which is incredible. Our last week of shows was basically all sold out. We had very good house numbers pretty much through the entire run. We had a couple really low houses, but that was the exception, not the rule. We had very full houses consistently, which was great. It was a lot of fun. It was a great run. I got to work with a lot of really good people. We all got along really well for the whole time. We made some new friends. It's been really, really good. It was fantastic. I'm really excited to be back at the old log later in 2017. More on that later, I suppose. Now that I have time off for a few months, I'm focusing on some practicing that I want to get done, some particular subjects that I'm trying to focus in on. And I'm also spending a bunch of time working on my book. My books, if you want to go plural, because I have the main book that I've been working on for a while, and I'm also developing and have been in the process of developing a theory book to go along with it, with the work pages and theory information for my students. I've talked about that on here before as well. So I'm really trying to put a ton of effort into working on those books. I've been going over the material that I've had around for a while, refining it, making it better, kind of cutting down on some things, making it more concise and more to the point, trying to kind of cut off some of the fat, because I've had a lot of material sitting there for a long time, and over time I've kind of, through using it with my students and looking at it and thinking about what I really want to be focusing on, I've been able to say, well, this is nice, but it's not really essential, so I'm trying to trim things up as well and make the book overall to be very efficient and just more precise and towards the vision that I have for it. And it's coming along really well. I'm really happy with what's happening. I'm really hoping, my kind of tentative goal is to try and get both of them more or less completed by the end of 2017. I want to have them both in a state of draft completed from front to back of the book, and then hopefully have them go through an editing process by myself, maybe some other people, if I can find some other people who'd be willing to take a look at them. But not just like a rough draft. I want them to be pretty close to finished by the end of this year. I enjoy working on them, but I really want to get them done so I can start using them and start selling them. I'm really excited about getting them out there. So that's kind of the next step. My next contract for the musical theater world, I finally got the contract and signed it, so I'm going to announce that I'm going to be playing on a tour for the Sisters of Swing with the History Theater. So it's going to be the last week in April. We're going to be doing several shows out and around the Minnesota State area, right? We're going up to a couple different... Well, where are we going? We're going to Fergus Falls. We're going to be in Big Fork, Rousseau. We're going to be playing a couple nights at the Dakota in Minneapolis, which is pretty cool. Obviously, cabaret style. We're just going to play the songs. We're not going to do the whole play. Their stage isn't that big, but that should be pretty cool. And a show in Worthington. So we got a total of 1, 2, 3, 6. It looks like 6 shows total. So we'll have a couple weeks of rehearsals and techs, and then a week of going out and being on the road and touring. So that's kind of exciting. It's pretty cool. I'm getting to work again with a music director, Nick Delcom, that I worked with when I was still a student at McNally. We did my first semester of musical theater ensemble while I was at McNally. He was the music director for it. That's when we did Hair. And that we had a lot of fun. He's great to work with, very talented player, very good music director. So I'm really excited to touch base back with him again after being working professionally in theater now for a few years and gaining I'm gaining some experience and some know-how in the world, and now I'm getting to touch bases back again with a music director that I worked with when I was still a student. So it's kind of exciting to just be like, hey, I've come this far, and I got to give some credit to him. He was able to teach me a lot in that theater ensemble. So it'll be cool to just get back to play with him again. So that'll be cool. That's in April. And then May, I have mostly off, planning a little bit of travel in there to go see my family. And then June should be starting rehearsals, most likely for the next show out at the Old Log Theater. That's Ghost. I'll announce that now just because I don't have a contract yet, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be getting that gig too. So that'll be the summer into like fall show or summer show for the theater, and then there's going to be a fall show, and hopefully we'll get that one too. But otherwise, I'm just up and doing the same thing, working on my book, working on my own practice, trying to take a little bit of time off and relaxing, but I'm also trying not to take too much time off because I don't often have months of no work, and that gives me a lot of time. I'm trying to use that time wisely so I can kind of push goals forward. But yeah, that's everything for me. Thanks again for checking out the video and being interested in what I'm doing, and I'll send more of these along as we start working on new stuff. Yeah. You have a great rest of your day. We'll see you later.